Okay, everyone. So we are getting closer to the release of the newest chapter of the Boruto to Blue Vortex manga, Boruto to Blue Vortex chapter 23. And as always, we have the first official page of the newest chapter released on the official Naruto website. And we are going to be discussing that here in this video. Now, before we get to it, guys, and I know I repeat myself with these videos, but I do have to say this just in case there's someone watching this who is new. This video will contain a spoiler from the upcoming chapter, and even though it is officially released by Shueisha themselves, I am still giving you a chance to click off the video if you wish to go into the chapter completely blind. If you want to go into this chapter not knowing anything, this is your chance to click off. And if you are still here, I am just going to assume that you are either okay with spoilers or you already know what they are and you don't really care. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, from what we see in this page right here, the fight between Boruto and Jura is still continuing, and I don't think any of us are really surprised by that. I think a lot of us knew the fight was going to continue, and Boruto wasn't just going to basically give up now that he knows that Uzuhiko isn't going to work against Jura. Boruto's strongest technique has basically been rendered completely useless. Boruto, of course, is still going to try to fight against Jura, even though, as Koshin Koji said in the previous chapter, Boruto already knows that he stands no chance of defeating Jura. He knows it, but he is still going to fight. He's still going to try, which, is in line with Boruto's character. We've seen that from him time and time again. Even if he believes that the odds are stacked against him, he is still going to try. So this is definitely in line with Boruto as a character. Now, what we see right here is Jura grabbing Boruto's hand, specifically the hand that he is holding his sword. And we see Boruto using a one-handed hand sign to activate purple lightning. And it does surprise Jura. We do see he is surprised by this attack. Now, me personally, I don't think this attack is really going to affect Jura at all. I mean, if Uzuhiko didn't really do anything against him, I don't think purple lightning is going to do anything against Jura. Now, that doesn't mean Purple Lightning is weak. Purple Lightning is not a weak jutsu, especially in the hands of someone as strong as Boruto. It's just that Jura is so strong that even Boruto using an ability like Purple Lightning is just not going to work against Jura. And we know this because, again, Koshin Koji kept emphasizing to Boruto that he stands absolutely no chance of winning against him. And Koshin Koji would be aware of everything that Boruto has in his arsenal. And he still keeps telling Boruto, don't go up against Jura. You cannot win against him. And he even said, again, in the previous chapter, Boruto knows that he can't win against Jura, which means he knows his purple lightning is not going to do anything against him. I think that all this really did is just surprise Jura a little bit, and at least surprise him enough to let go, which we do see him actually doing. He does let go of Boruto's hand, I think because Jura knows that if he keeps holding on to Boruto, then the attack will at the very least stun him. Just like it stunned Hidari when he got hit with Sarada's Chidori in chapter, I think it was chapter 9 or 10. Again, I could be wrong, or it may have been chapter 11. But during their fight, it stunned him long enough to allow Boruto to hit him with a Rasengan Uzuhiko. And since now we know Jura is connected to the awakened Shinju, he remembers that moment with Hidari. And so I think he knows that if he continues to hold on, then he'll basically be stunned long enough for Boruto to do something against him. Now, obviously, again, we only have this one page, so we don't know what's happening before and we don't know what's going to happen after this. We can only really speculate. And I think fans are definitely going to speculate. Of course, that's just what we as fans do. But I am really curious to see what happens after this moment, or what happened that led up to this moment. Because based on one of the panels right here, what I'm guessing happened before this is Boruto was probably trying to sneak up on Jura the same way he has before, using Flying Raijin and then using his sword to try and strike him. But Jura, obviously knowing that this is a tactic Boruto likes to use, would predict that and then immediately grab Boruto's hand before he is able to even, use the attack. And Boruto, based on the look on his face, I think is surprised by that. He is basically seeing that Jura is starting to counter every single one of his moves, that Boruto is essentially useless against Jura because all of his moves basically have no effect on him. And Boruto, of course, is getting visibly frustrated by it. And it leads to, of course, the moment that we see here in front of us with Boruto using purple lightning to get Jura off of him. And of course, I'm, wondering what's going to happen after this. But I'm guessing Boruto is probably going to try and get some distance between him and Jura. That's why he used the purple lightning to get Jura to let go of him so he can gain some distance. Because I think Boruto knows being close to Jura or allowing him to hold on to him is probably not the best idea. So anyway, those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And just one last thing, guys, I do apologize that I'm not uploading as much as I used to. I really do want to go back to uploading more content to the channel, and I do plan on doing that. But again, just one more time, I do want to apologize for not posting as much content to the channel as much as I used to, and I will try to fix that in the future. So with that being said, go ahead and, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I hope I'll see you guys for my next video, which hopefully is the spoiler video for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 23. Either that or a video on the second page that is going to be officially released on the on the official Naruto website. And then of course after that will be the official chapter review when the chapter officially gets released. Thank you so much again. Bye for now.